and, and it can measure
Waving. To have the least resistance. Yan ang mag-electrical mo po.
Was discovered by George Simon Ohm. He was born on March 16, 1789 at Erlangen, Bavaria, Germany. He died on July 6, 1854 at the age of 65. In fact, on 1841, George Simon Ohm received an award regarding his study. After that, a German physicist discovered that the law and named it after him, in commemoration of him and his study. States that the current flow through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference, which is the voltage, and inversely proportional to the resistance.
Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about electrical resistance and Ohm's law. But before that, we'll discuss first about the concept of electrical circuits. First is the electrical current, commonly known as flow of charges. Ohm's law, which states that the potential difference voltage across a conductor is proportional to the current through it.
Start with an example. Connect an LED light straight to 7.5 volt. Way too much current to flow.
What?
So you can see how would it be useful if there is something that could resist the electrical flow. Something that would tame the control. Something that controls the current. So that device is called a resistor. And here are some examples what our resistors do.
We've got a very basic resistor here, which is the type of resistor that most hobbyists would use at home when constructing circuits. And over here is a tiny surface mount resistor. This is something that you would expect to see in a small device like your phone. And this big resistor is a type of thing that you would use in a large power supply.
So how do these resistors work? Remember, in a current, atoms are jumping from atoms to atoms all at the same time. The atoms in a material like a copper wire are always vibrating around just a little bit, and this because of the heat energy they have. When the electrons try to move through the wire, sometimes it bumps into an atom and effectively resist the flow of current.
But it's just not metals that have the property of resistance. Resistance can exist simply from the fact that materials don't have a suitable arrangement of atoms for electrons to flow.
And some materials just don't have enough free electrons floating around for a large amount of current to flow.
To give you a sense of scale, a resistance of under 1 ohm is considered as low resistance. That's something you'd expect to see from a piece of wire that's good at conducting electricity. The thing that you measure resistance is called multimeter, and it can measure the resistance of almost anything.
Now, if you are playing with electronic at home, you will be using a resistance that look like this. They have color bands on them, and there is a special code that lets you translate the colors into resistance value. For example, this red, violet, brown, and gold band means this is a 270 ohm resistor. By having resistors with specific resistance value, we can carefully control the amount of current that flows in a circuit. Let's start with everyone's first simple resistor circuit, using a resistor to limit the current going through an LED.
In order to do math in the circuit, you need to know the mathematical relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. More formally, we use this equation. The Ohm's law in the textbooks, you usually see written as V is equal to I times R, or voltage is equal to current times the resistance. If you use a little algebra, you can rearrange the equation to calculate any of the variables as long as you know the other two.